Hi everybody, it's Dan here. Today I'd like to make a video talking about what I consider to be the ultimate spectacle of stupidity, which is the Super Bowl this year. This is basically just an entertainment money grab, and the average person doesn't realize they're watching a charade. It's a joke. It's completely contrived, fake as all hell, manipulated to get the results they want. It's an actual competition, but I'm convinced the NFL is going to do everything in their power to make sure the Chiefs win this game. This Super Bowl is going to be probably the highest rated Super Bowl of all time by at least 10, 20 million people. And I'll tell you my opinion why. They lucked out with this Taylor Swift thing where they've been able to milk it for all it's worth. And that's why the Chiefs are in the Super Bowl. We all know this. At least the people that are intelligent enough know this. But this Super Bowl, let me go off and explain that my whole life before I got to the point where I understood how the world really works, I was always a huge NFL fan. I was a big fan of the Raiders. I watched football religiously from my youth in my 20s and 30s and 40s until I realized that something's wrong here. One of the reasons I figured out was Brian Toohey from The Fix Is In. He explained what's really going on. I'd like to say thank you and give Brian some credit for helping open my eyes. But I kind of figured it out on my own. The NFL is completely manipulated for profits, and only people that question, that don't have an emotional connection to this league, understand this. And also, the NFL is also, like every other major corporation, they're being controlled by the banking system and the money system in order to emphasize diversity, inclusion, and to forget the people that help make them profitable in the first place. Let's face it, the NFL got rich on the backs of the white working class Americans that helped them become popular throughout the 60s, 70s, and 80s and 90s. My father was a huge NFL fan. I was a huge NFL fan. And I think the games were more legitimate back in the 70s and 80s because what would happen was one team would get hot and just win the Super Bowl, and it would be random events. And most Super Bowls were blowouts because one team was just way better than the other, and they weren't close. And then all of a sudden in the 80s, the games all became close for the most part. And the NFL has a vested interest in making sure they're close because they make more money. But what I've come to realize is that the NFL has copied the NBA model. And what the NBA basketball figured out when David Stern took over is that you're going to get more people to watch if you have great storylines and you have superstars on the highest rated shows. If you have just a bunch of nobodies winning the championship every year, people aren't going to watch because they're not going to see all these average teams win. Unless they have superstars, they're not going to win because people watch superstars. They don't care about teams. Their storylines to superstars. The NFL figured out what the NBA was doing and copied their game plan, copied their methods. Because what happened was, you used to get quarterbacks like Brad Johnson, Mark Rippon, Doug Williams, Trent Dilfer. These guys would win Super Bowls, on great teams. Well, the NFL said, for all these no-name guys are winning Super Bowls, not many people are watching. So let's make it so we have Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Patrick Mahomes, and all these great quarterbacks in the gig game because more people will watch to watch them win or to watch them lose. And that's what made the whole Tom Brady illusion, is that Tom Brady's, let's face it, the guy was an average quarterback. He didn't have a strong arm. He wasn't the mental magician at the game like Peyton Manning was, but he drew ratings and he kept winning, and people came to watch him win and watch him lose. And now the NFL is continuing on. They have to have a golden boy. And their newest golden boy is it's Patrick Mahomes. And I think what they're trying to do with this DEI stuff is they're trying to de-emphasize the people that built their league into a profitable thing, the majority viewers. And now they're emphasizing worldwide women and minority viewers. So they can cast aside the people that made them popular. And now they want to have a minority superstar. And they've got their superstar in Patrick Mahomes. He's the new golden boy. He's played in 6 straight championship games. He's won 4 Super Bowls. And that's why the Chiefs are going to win. I can tell you what's going to happen today. 90% chance. The Chiefs are going to win a close game. Period. They're going to win a close game. Why? Because they want Mahomes to be the greatest of all time. They've got their, let's use the word coffee, latte. He's their latte superstar. And let's put an import. He's their, I don't get in trouble with the algorithm. He's their malatte superstar. They got a malatte superstar. And they want to make sure the greatest player of all time is a malatte superstar. So Mahomes is going to win 6, 7, 8 Super Bowls, and they're going to start that whole greatest quarterback of all time thing. And they're going to start, and we watch 10 years from now, Mahomes will have 7 championships, and they'll be talking how he's better than Tom Brady. He's the new GOAT. And they're going to, emphasize the minorities. That's what they've been doing. And that's what they do to manipulate the game. So anyway, I don't have enough time to watch this spectacle of stupidity. I got better things to do than to watch rigged sport that are obviously manipulated and want to paint a storyline of how great the minorities are and stuff. It's like that's what they're headed to, and I've had enough of this stupidity, and you should too. I mean, wake up, everyone! Don't be a sheep like the rest of the world. It's the Super Bowl. It's a charade, and it will always be a charade. And I think they're headed downhill. I think this Taylor Swift thing is going to give them their best ratings ever. I don't think they'll ever find a way to ever come up there again. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you later.